What's crack-a-lackin'? Welcome in to My Mind is a Weapon Fantasy Football Show.
Welcome into episode 97, everybody. I am your host, SleezBall. I cannot believe we are 3 episodes away from 100. I cannot thank you guys for all the support along this journey for fantasy football this season. It's been absolutely amazing. I will probably do something special for the 100th video. I haven't thought of it yet, but I'll get to that when we get there. Today's episode will be my kicker and defense's top 10 rankings each heading into week 7, plus 1 streamer each. I used to do my quarterbacks and running backs, stuff like that first, but with the waiver wire coming tonight, I will get you this out first for those of you that have kickers and defenses, and you don't see a lot of content like it, so this is why I like to do this as well. Now, before we dive into it, guys, make sure you smash that like, make sure you smash that subscription button. It helps me out a ton. Turn that bell on so you know when I'm live. I'm always live Thursday to Monday. My Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is always grind day, work day, trying to get everything out to you guys as well. And so if you cannot make any of the live videos this weekend, guys, as well, you can always drop any comment you want down below, and I will try to answer every single one of them. That's one of my goals as a content creator, is to get you every single answer that's out there. Also get you your weekly matchups weekly and get you that ultimate goal of a championship, guys. And let's dive into my kicker and defenses for week 7. So if you guys are new to the channel here, this is my week 7 defense and kickers ranking board. I will not be using the baller tier. I'll use tier 1 and tier 2 for my top 10 kickers, tier 4 and tier 5 for my top 10 defenses. And then in the middle in tier 3 will be my 1 streamer each that I have for you guys this week. At the bottom here, you're going to see Moody, who's obviously out with an injury. You're going to see Aubrey, who's obviously on a bye. He's my number 1 kicker every single week. The guy is a fantasy asset and a weapon. It is absolutely crazy. Now, before we dive into it here, what I'm looking for when I'm looking for my kicker rankings and how I look into it on what to pick up. Same with defenses as well here, guys. So with kickers, I'm looking for high-powered offenses, obviously, like Detroit Lions. If you had Jake Bates last week versus the Cowboys, bang, right? I look for grunge matches, like division rivalry, ugly games that are coming where you might see a ton of field goals, kind of like the Colts and the Titans last week, where it's just kick, 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 not much offense there. And then I like to look for defenses that just give up tons of points, right? So diving into my rankings here, my number 1 kicker of the week is going to be Younghoe Koo at home against the Seattle Seahawks. And it's going to be a shootout game. And for some reason, Younghoe Koo's been kicking just a ton. Like the Falcons have not been finding the end zone. This guy has been he's averaging like 13, 14 points for the past 3 games. He had a 20 bomb, he had a 15, he had a 12. He has missed a couple kicks here and there. But with the Falcons offense right now and the way they're clicking, this is going to be my number 1 kicker of the week. Number 2, and this one is as interesting as it gets here, Thiebert. And what did I say? I like to look at defenses that give up the most points. The Carolina Panthers that they are facing give up the most points. And Thiebert is kicker 5 overall, and he's probably still on waiver wires. He's got 14, 10, 11, 9, 22. You have JD5, high-powered Commanders offense that is impressive to me all year long. I did not think they'd be this good. And he's a start for me weekly at this point, and Carolina gets up 33 points a game. This is what you want. Number 3, Kai Fairbairn, this guy, the Houston Texans offense, all they do is just drive down. He also has missed 1 field goal in the last 2 games each, which is rare. One was from 50, it barely missed. The other one on Sunday was an ugly miss. But still, at the rate they move the ball, at the Houston Texans, their offense is so powerful. This is what you want. You get the Green Bay Packers in a possible shootout game, so every point is going to matter in this game. And they're going to kick he's probably going to have 3-4 attempts in this game. I love Kai Fairbairn this week. Number 4, Justin Tucker. He's coming back to life for the Ravens. The Ravens have just been stomping over people. Ever since the 0-2 start, they just can't be stopped. They've changed to the Henry. They've changed to the RPO with Lamar Jackson. And Justin Tucker has just been banging in field goals like the old man always does, the most accurate kicker of all time. He's still going to be in my top 5 probably the rest of the way just because the way the games are going. So 13 points. He had a couple duds, but that's just all touchdowns, right? So in this game for the Ravens, it's going to be, I'm not going to say touchdown all the time here in this game. It's at Tampa. It's going to be a shootout game. So they're going to score a lot of points in this game. This is what you want as a kicker. Number 5, the impressive Chase McLaughlin, sticking with the same game. Like I just said, this is going to be your Monday night part of the doubleheader, and I'm taking the over. It's at 47.5. Both these offenses are high-powered. Both these passing defenses struggle. Both the run defenses are decent. The Ravens are number 1. Tampa's kind of decent. And there's going to be a ton of kicks in this game. And why you got to like Chase is because the Bucs struggle to run the ball. Ravens are number 1 versus the run D. So they get down to the red zone. It's going to shrink up, and you're going to get a lot of Chase McLaughlin field goals. Number 6, Evan Money Mac McPherson. They get the Giants. I mean, does it get any better? The Giants just got absolutely throttled. I know they didn't have Neighbors. They should have Neighbors back this week off the concussion, but we'll get to that in different videos here. The Bengals are just moving the ball. They're scoring at will, even though last week was kind of an ugly game. 17 points for them is kind of an outlier game for them. I think Money Mac is going to be banging in field goals this week. I have him at kicker 6. Kicker 7, coming off a big kicking game off the bye, Jake Elliott. The Philadelphia Eagles here this week are just going to get another smash play game here. You get the Saquon revenge game heading back to New York Giants. Probably going to be the funnest game to watch just to see Saquon back in New York. And what does New York struggle to do? Stop getting points against them. So I love this all the way. Jake Elliott is my number 7 kicker. And number 8, this was my sleeper kicker. This is my streamer kicker last week of the week. I hope you guys picked him up. He dropped a 20 bomb on Dallas. All they did was drive down. That's what you're going to get the rest of the way. It's just drive down. They're in a dome for 14 out of the 18 games this season. Jake Bates is absolutely balling, and he's a kicker that you should be picking up if available on your wire right now. Number 9, Harrison Butker. And I wish I could put him a little higher here. I just think that Juju game was kind of a weird Chiefs game. The 49ers are very good versus the tight end, so I don't think Travis Kelce is going to have as big of a game. And their weapons are limited. They still have Pacheco out, so it could be a big kicking game here. I just don't see a ton of points for the Chiefs, but it's still Harrison Butker, so I still got to put him in there. Number 10 is going to be Tyler Bass with the Buffalo Bills and the newly acquired Amari Cooper that is coming to town. And they get the Titans. The Titans defense is actually very good in the red zone, so the Bills may drive down a ton and get stopped and have tons of opportunities, although I know Josh Allen can run, but he hasn't been running like he used to lately. So I'm thinking Amari Cooper will be kind of sluggish in his first game there because he's learning the system, and I like Tyler Bass as my number 10 kicker. My streamer kicker of the week, guys. If you do not know who that picture is, that is the rookie Josh Carty, the Rams kicker. Why do I like the Rams kicker so much this week? Well, let's just look back to last week. The Raiders have now lost Devontae Adams. The Raiders organization is in complete disarray. And Chris Boswell just went bonkers on them with kicking. I mean, Jesus. This is a perfect matchup then to come back to. They get Cooper Kupp. And Josh Carty could see 2-3 field goals in this game and a nice kicker play this week as a streamer option. Heading into the defenses, guys, my number 1 defense of the week is going to be the Denver Broncos on a short week. I know they may be missing Pat Surtain, which could hurt a little bit here, right? You know, we don't know how it's going to look. But Olave is going to be out too, and Shaheed is going to be out too. So who are they really going to throw to? Bub Means, right? Like, this is going to be a really, really ugly game for the rookie Spencer Rattler. And if you just look back to last week, man, look how many points the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense had against the Saints, right? 20 points. They turned in 2 touchdowns as a defense. This could happen again. The Denver Broncos defense is very good, and it could be a really ugly game here for Rattler. Number 2, the Buffalo Bills. Like I said, they get the Tennessee Titans. And what you look for in defenses is just a very bad offense. And this is a very bad offense, guys. I hate to say it. I thought Will Levis was going to have a breakout year. I definitely missed on that. It has just looked awful. I mean, Calvin Ridley with a dud last week. You get the Bills pasty, who was a top pasty until the Jets game. I mean, that was a crazy game on Monday night. But, I mean, look at they're 8.5 favorites here. This could get really, really ugly. I might even take the Bills in the points in this. I think the Bills is an absolute smash play this week versus the ugly Tennessee Titans offense. Number 3, the Saquon battle and the revenge game. But the Eagles defense, man, they played really good against the Browns. I know the Browns are a struggle. They're coming off the bye. They're getting healthier. The Eagles defense starting to put together a couple pieces here with Cooper DeJean, the rookie, starting to come in. And they might even look to go get Hassan Reddick too. There's a lot of trade rumors right now with him as well. But you get the New York Giants. And Danny Dimes he's like a roller coaster of good and bad games. You never know what's going to happen. Division game here. This is what I'm talking about. One of those grunge division games. I think the Eagles defense just absolutely rocks the Giants this week. I have them at defense number 3. Number 4, guys, the Los Angeles Chargers. They're just a good defense. And now you're going to get the Arizona Cardinals on Monday Night Football. Same thing as well here. And guess what? There's no Marvin Harrison. He's probably going to be out with a concussion again. It's not official, but no player has played yet after 1 week after concussion this week. So I'm 80% sure he's going to be out. And this is a damn good defense. Kyler's going to really struggle. James Conner, they stopped the run very well. Give me a lot of 3-and-outs, and I like the Chargers defense at number 4 this week. Number 5, sticking with that Thursday night game. I'm going to take the Saints defense here. Bo Nix just hasn't been good. The Denver Broncos offense, I don't know how they got 3 wins. Their defense kind of got them the wins. And this is going to be that Thursday night ugly grunge, low scoring, take the under game. And I mean, Bo Nix is in for a nightmare at the Superdome. It's going to be really, really tough. I like the Saints defense at number 5. Number 6, and this one's my kind of rank them up higher play here. So Indianapolis Colts defense is not good in any way, shape, or form across the board. They're not good versus the pass. They're not good versus the run. They can't stop the tight end. They can't stop the QB. But you're going up against Tyler Huntley this week. So this is kind of one of those plays where it's like, I like the Colts defense because look what this guy's done. Nothing. The offense has been terrible. I know he played 1 week and he's got to bye. Maybe he's got a little more chemistry with the team going. Could be better. I still don't trust it. I like the Colts defense at number 6. Number 7 is going to be the Jets. And man, they came out looking way better. That was like a playoff game on Monday Night Football against the Bills. Now they acquired Devontae Adams, going to even help their offense more to give their defense more rest. And if they even get Hassan Reddick signed or whatever's going on there with him, that could really help the defense as well here. And it's just like I have them as this team that's coming. And they're going up against the Steelers. This is going to be a grunge game here. Very defensive, very hard hitting, very tough battle at Pittsburgh. And it looks like they're going to have Russell Wilson out there. So Russell Wilson's mobility is nothing compared to Justin Fields for a defense to prep for, right? So that even helps the Jets even more, in my opinion. I think Russell in his first game is going to get absolutely rocked. And I love the Jets defense this week at number 7. Number 8 is going to be the 49ers. So we've scored, I say we, like I'm a diehard Niner fan, we've scored 2 defensive touchdowns straight. I know we get the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes hasn't scored over 20 points in a game this year in fantasy football. The Chiefs offense is just not the same without Pacheco, without all their stars, without Rashee Rice, without Hollywood Brown. And I think it's really going to be a struggle at San Fran this week. And I know it's risky to play a defense versus the Chiefs, but the Niners have been hot, even with the injuries. Hoping we can get Ward back out there. Hufanga probably a little bit farther out, but still, we've been playing good ball, and I like them as number 8 this week. Number 9, the Cincinnati Bengals. Man, they played some defense, bro. They played the Giants really good. I had Danny Dimes as a must-start player. Like I was like, the Bengals defense is bad. They showed up and showed out, and now you get the Cleveland Browns without Amari Cooper, right? It's going to be Jerry Jeudy and Njoku. This is going to be another game where the Bengals are a decent defensive play here. And Deshaun Watson, you know he's due for a pick. I can't believe they haven't put in Jameis Winston yet. It drives me crazy. So I have the Bengals at number 9. And number 10, I'm going to stick with that same game, the Cleveland Browns. So if I look back at the Giants defense last week with the Bengals, they played really good. And people forget how good this Browns defense is. They were ranked number 1 before the season started. Their offense just can't move the ball. So they're on the field all the time. So their numbers are skewed, and they're still a top 10 defense. And you're at home here. So I know that people are going to rank them like 20th. I still like the Browns as a top 10 play this week. I know you're going up against Burrow, Chase Brown, Higgins, all of them. I know that, but still they are a nasty defense, and they're still being underlooked or undervalued just because they're out there 24/7. Now, sticking with my same kicker, this is my defense streamer of the week here, play of the week. The Los Angeles Rams. Their defense is like it's like the Indianapolis Colts. They are absolutely terrible across the board. They didn't even have a player over PFF 80 ranked when the season started. So it's been really rough. McVay's been coaching absolute gems out there to keep them in games. And now you get the Raiders. The Raiders are bad, guys. Aiden O'Connell, they can't move the ball. Alexander Madison gets a touchdown, falls in the end zone at the 1-yard line. I mean, this is a streamer play that I really, really like because now Devontae Adams is gone. Jacoby Myers is banged up. Their weapons are decimated. It's Brock Bowers, and defenses can just key on him. And I think that the Rams are going to be a nice streamer play this week. That is the end of episode 97, everybody. Thanks for rocking with me today. That is my kicker and defense's top 10 rankings each. I'm going to try and get to my quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end today. I don't know if I'll get to it all. It's been a busy day. but I'm going to try my best. Before we head out, guys, smash that like, smash that subscription. Again, if you guys can't make any of the live shows, drop any comments you have in the questions. I try to get to every single comment. That is one of my goals as a fantasy football content creator for you guys, and get you that ultimate goal of a championship, guys. And that's it for me. I'll catch you in the next episode for my QB rankings, guys. SleezBall out.